from the point of view of TAM's future, okay, we are going to be in measurement. Okay, we are going to be looking at seeing how we could look at integrated measurement across cross-media, and we are going to look at more focused on the geocentric measurement actually. In the sense, what I mean by that is when you look at consumers over the last 15 years, they are changing constantly. And that change is actually coming in from the fact that they are not only traversing into television, but also into radio, which we already measure, into sports, which we already measure, and now into online media like mobile and tablets, etc., using different devices. So therefore, the next step for TAM actually is to go beyond just television and measure other devices automatically. And from my perspective, whether it will, there is two currency possibility in the marketplace, obviously there's no problem at all, because the market is large enough for multiple players, more than two even, to coexist in this marketplace. It's up to the user and whether the service takes care of the needs of that particular user is the most important thing. So as long as we are unique in nature from our perspective of the service that we provide, I'm sure we'll always find customers buying into the data and providing revenue streams. No, that's what I'm trying to say, that it's not that they are living in a different world actually. Okay, from their perspective, television is one of the revenues that they have, and there are other mediums also that are through which they look at creating revenue streams. Okay, because their customers or their consumers are also moving across platforms, and they're creating content across platforms too. So we will measure television. We're not going away from television. We'll measure television plus measure other devices that audiences are using to consume their content at the end of the day. So it's a combination of multiple devices rather than just television, one screen exercise that we'll be measuring. For us, from our perspective, television is one of the screens that we'll measure. Besides that, we'll get into second and the third screen measurement too sooner or later. From our perspective, we are very clear. TAM is here to stay, and they're going. It's not going to sit silent in nature. So from our perspective, which is TAM, Nielsen, and Kantar perspective, okay, we are very much measuring audiences, and what we measure as audiences will keep changing with the evolving needs of the customers, and also at the same time the way the consumers are behaving in the marketplace.
Have you ever dreamt of two currencies in the country with rupee and something else, rupee and euro or something like that? Does it ever work? Currency means that it has to be one. Otherwise, by the term currency itself is wrong. See, it's not the absolute justice, but it's a damn good improvement from what we have seen earlier. We will typically, obviously, it's a sampling. It is not a universe estimation like what happens in, say, digital. But at the same time, the way things are, it's a damn good improvement from what we have seen. But obviously, there is scope for more improvement.
Yes.
Yes.